All right, boys, we're back. All right, let's see. We should be live. We should be live. All right, let's do this. What's up, person who just joined? Thank you. All right, let's do this. Playing some Resident Evil Requiem. Don't mind my sister. Things are great.
Look, there's a door over there.
All right. So we're doing this like dumbass section again. This one kind of sucks. Can't lie. But don't worry, I believe we're gonna make it through this time. I'm not sure it's weird I'm sitting here talking to myself. Makes me feel like a schizophrenic. Hear the voices. The voices. Alright. Okay. We're gonna make it through this part flawlessly this time. We're not even gonna get killed. That's how great we are about to be at this game. It's actually about to be glorious. We're about to not even die. About to make this look like the easiest game of all time, because it is. We just keep on getting L's. Yep. There's another one. Great. Thank you. Thank you.
Warning. Threat level orange. Confirmed in storage sector. Critical error. Containment lockdown failure.
So we're back to this. So we're going to do the good old-fashioned method here. This works every single time. We're about to do what we did the Vecna in Season 4. Peace, baby! Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. I forget these things one-hit me. Poop my pants. Not literally. Don't worry, all is good, all is good. Okay. So if I remember the safe code off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure this one is... I'm trying to remember what the code was. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. It might have been 8050, if I remember correctly. Is that what it was? Oh, it was. Wow, I really need to go touch grass. Can't believe I remembered that. And here's our boy Sleepy Roy. Lord knows what I'd do without you. Alright. We're gonna grab this. Then we're gonna fold out this joint. We don't want to piss him off quite yet. But here's the problem. So when we get to this part up here, we have a little licky poo up here that we have to deal with. A little licky poo. But if I try and take him out, that will not end well for me. Well, actually, this could be profitable. Hell find shit to wave. Hey! Parker, are you subscribed? You subscribed? Are you? Tell me now. Colby. You're kidding me. That murdered me? I got one hit RKO'd?
I thought you said you weren't gonna die.
Why is his tongue so slippery? Such bad and bougie. How do you even do this part, bro? You have to literally not touch grass for eons in order to complete this part. This is so hard. That's true. This is so painful. This is actually so painful. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. I'm gonna have to use, like, the prayers of the Lord here.
There's no getting back up.
We're gonna have to lock in here more than ever before. It's never been done. We're gonna lock in. Either that, or we could hop around Siege. We could be hopping on Siege right now. That could be a possibility. I don't know. Parker, should we play Siege or Resident Evil? Oh. He was only here for like 10 seconds.
Warning.
Was I?
Orange. Confirmed in
Oh.
storage sector.
It just told me to quiet
Critical
down.
error.
Damn.
Containment lockdown.
Didn't need to be a little bitch
failure.
about. Okay, I'm sorry. That was mean. I meant love you, Parker. What a guy. Could have just said that. Probably. No. No. Nah. I can't even get away from him. You literally already killed me when I was already dead because you die in one hit in this mode. Why can't I just play as you, Leon? Life was so much simpler back then. Yes, because you could actually fight them. This girl dies in the one hit. This girl has like the bone structure of sandpaper.
Why are you?
Because I don't have a choice. In this game, you switch between the two. That isn't how it works. You can't just do that. Yes, he is actually.
Once I go down,
It's actually the whole plot of this game. Leon's dying. It's actually the whole plot. The fuck you just say about Leon? Who doesn't? You don't understand. You do not understand.
Your favorite character always was Blonde Boy.
Nah.
Stefan from Vampire Diaries.
Nah, I like Caroline more.
Chris Evans.
No, we like Catherine and Caroline more. Catherine was way better. Yeah, no, I like Catherine. Catherine's a baddie. Elena sucks, though. Alright, we're gonna try this again.
Warning.
No, trust me, I see it. I'm just not reacting to it.
Critical error. Containment lockdown failure.
There. Wait, I can't come up with that.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cha-cha, real smooth. Alright, let's get this. It's a liquor. Nah, I can't waste them. You have to be very careful with your resources. You can't waste them all. I killed him the one time. I sold. See, look at that. That's the skin I chose for her. You like it? You need that in order to craft stuff. We can make another Molotov cocktail. Thank you for reminding me. A Molotov cocktail. That's how we throw fire. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So it should be. We need to retry that. 80. Yeah, you go left, but you're supposed to go all the way around. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Honestly, let me just see if I can run right past him. No, we're good. We're good. We just ran right out and past him. We're gonna put just a couple shots into him just for safety purposes. And we'll set him on fire again. Yeah, except this one, it's necessary to do that to him. Zombie. This one we could actually maneuver around though. They're all naked. Where do you go? There he is. It's gonna move around. Maybe we could hide. Yes. Where'd he go? Wait, seriously, where did he go? Did he just leave? Okay, at least we don't have to worry about the liquors, so that's actually huge. And honestly, I'm gonna just pop this. I'm not even sure that did anything for me, but we're gonna see, aren't we, pal? We're gonna see over here. Okay, we're gonna need to get nice and close. Huge. Huge. Not very good at this game, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see. You enjoy that, didn't you, pal? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's see. Let's grab some more blood. Yes. Say you swear to God. Alright, let's see.
I was just curious if anyone else was on the stream. Then I was like, well, I think I'm subscribed.
You should be. Alright, this might be the play. This might actually be the play.
Oh, no.
There we go. Huge. Nice. Okay. So we took that guy out without using any bullets. So here's what we're gonna have to do. We're just gonna have to Usain Bolt to the door. Like, just actually, like, bolt. And pray for the best. I'm gonna hold this. Oh, we got 3 people in here. What's up, boys? Huge! We're good. We are good. What? He's an acid! He's literally an acid! This is the worst day of my life. Oh my gosh. This is painful, boys. This is actually painful. Now we have to do all of that again. I don't get it. How am I supposed to get out of that area? The acid didn't even do anything to him. It literally didn't do anything to him. I don't know what we're supposed to do. This is so painful. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do in that scenario. Because I can't leave out that front door, apparently. I guess that's illegal.
Once I go down, there's
I didn't fucking know, though. But apparently. Just I don't know what to do. Because what it's seeming like to me is that we're going to have to take out the one dude as well. It seems like we're going to take out just everybody. Because if we take out the one dude in the lab area, we'll be chilling, dude. But we're going to need to take out the liquor first. So yeah, if we take out both the liquors and take out the one dude in the lab, then take out the other two, stealthily, of course, we should be chilling, ideally. We have to do this stealthily initially, though. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do what's called a pro gamer move here, boys. This time, it has to be different. We're going to succeed. I have a plan. Keeping it peace was a struggle for me. Alright. This will be easy pickings, especially for a guy like me. Galbi. Oh no. Don't swing the knife, you fucking idiot! There's a demon on our tail. Yes. Yeah. Yes. There we go. Huge. Huge. Thank you. I hope y'all enjoy Jacqueline's wonderful spectating. There's people who usually watch us afterwards, so it usually gets okay amount of views. Mm-hmm. No, they do. You're okay.
God's good. Good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you for joining. Everyone say bye to Sister J.
Hello.
Over there, just so. Yep, you got it. Dankeschön. Peace. Huge. Okay. We make this. Then we make an injector. This is so winnable. This is actually so winnable. No! You gotta move! You fool! Alright. Huge. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need to give this guy the same treatment, I guess. Brother. least we got that critical. But was it worth it? The answer is probably not. But we certainly tried our best now, didn't we? I just don't see any other way we could complete this area. Because I could have sworn you could jump this. Can you not? Damn. That's so tragic, bro. Okay, so maybe if we try stealthing this a little bit better? Maybe that's what we were doing wrong in life? Oh. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, I guess we can make one of these, then make a med injector. Okay. Let's move on. Nice. Huge. Okay. We finally did it. We finally made it past the first part. Let's go. Fire. We finally did it after eons.
All right. I'm not dead yet.
Okay. Let's put this in there. Keep that. Keep that. Then we just need one of those. Yeah, we don't even have to be as frugal with our saves either. We could actually start using them a bit more. Pretty sure it's the hunk one. So let's not use that.
Okay. Just be around here.
Oh, we can't even use it over there yet. Unfortunately, Lydia had to take out like every single zombie in that area. Wait. Kobe. I should take him out immediately. Yeah, he's cooked. Again, I feel wasteful doing that, but that's honestly okay. Can we craft that? Is that something we could do? No. Damn. Okay. That's just good to get him out of the way, to be honest. That's all we need to do. Straight up, I'm not even gonna loot like the crates or anything like that. I'm literally just gonna get out. I don't even care. My only goal is to escape.
Be careful. Nice.
If I could do that, I will be very happy. We just need to escape with our lives. If we do that, that'll be good enough for me. Just straight up, I'm not even going to go back for that other thing. I'm not even going to bother. There's really no point. There's absolutely no purpose in doing that. Oh, wait, no, it's in here, though, isn't it? Of course, it's in there. It's in there, all right. Great. Great, 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 great. Great, pal. It's absolutely fabulous. Is no one gonna go towards that? I was about to say, that even hurt him? Huge. Huge. Let's grab everything else before we get that. Yeah. What? No! What the fuck? The fact we actually made it out of that alive. The fact we actually made it out of that alive. That's insane. Holy dude. How are we alive? How are we alive? We should be dead right now. The fact we survived, that's insane. The fact we actually survived, that's insane. Okay, we're saving right now. That is insanity, bro. First though, let's go put this thing in there. That's huge, bro. That's actually huge. Holy, bro. The fact we actually survived that is insanity. I can't believe that. I'm actually quite flabbergasted. That's the word. Flabbergasted is word of the day. Alright. Huge. Huge.
Still have a ways to go. I wonder if Leon's made it yet.
Threat level red in storage sector. Rebooting AI control center. No on.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, we barely have any bullets, so that's bad. I hope whatever's in here is worth it. Huge. 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 What is it? Monitor control room. All right. Let's see. There we go. Huge. Nice. That's very cool. Awesome. That's something. I'll happily accept that. Alright. Now we gotta deal with the real difficult part. Oh boy, this is not gonna be fun. This is the part I was concerned about when I was doing this run. This was the part. You gotta be kidding me. You actually gotta be kidding me. Is he just gonna chase me till the end of time? Okay, cool. Bro. That's such BS. That's actually BS. Brother, what do I even do? He's just sitting in there. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. Bro, what? That didn't hit him? Gosh, bro.
Still have a ways to go.
So frustrating.
I wonder if Leon's made it yet.
Threat level red in storage sector. Rebooting AI control center. Noah.
There we go. Missed a couple of bullets there, but that's okay. That's tragic. All right. Can we make an injector? I mean, I guess we could make that. All right. The Molotovs actually seem quite effective against those guys. Huh. Actually seems to be pretty good. That's actually not bad. Let's make one of those. That's huge. Nice. We could make an air Molotov. How much more do we need? Okay, we need 20 more. We missed the bottle, bro. Wait, we'll have enough. We'll have enough. No, bro. Dude, I'd feel so much safer if I had Wait, we can do this. Okay. I've never been so focused in my entire life. If y'all notice, I barely talked during that. The locked inness was there.
AI Control Center. NOAA. Reboot failure. No response. Containment protocol inactive. Containment protocol inactive.
Oh yeah, you best believe we're saving. You best believe we are saving.
This is it. I did it.
Okay, now it's not as much of a L if we die. So this is actually okay if we go down now. Again, I'd prefer not to, but it's okay if we do. No. Okay. Huge. Took a lot more resources than I would have liked, to be honest, but that's fine. We did what we had to do. That is okay. Is there even anything up there? Did neither of them spawn up there? Do I have to climb? I'm gonna do this, but this may be very stupid. Oh, yeah. Screw that. Screw that. There is absolutely no purpose in doing that right now. Because straight up, I'm kind of thinking it may have been smarter to save those bottles and not even kill those guys, because, quite frankly... Please go over there. Don't see me. I will never ever say glass bottles are ass again. We did it. We did it. We got away. Yes. Let's go. That's huge. That's actually huge, bro. We did it. Bro, let's go. Massive. Yeah, this game's over. We just pretty much beat it. We just pretty much beat it. Leon's part's literally gonna be a breeze. We're not even gonna struggle. We are actually chilling. This part's actually good. I'll watch this.
Where have I seen this?
Something important.
I'll explain later.
Shutting yourself away in a dark room like this is quite the change for you, after the life you've led.
Life takes unexpected turns, don't you think?
Looking back, do you feel that the choices you've made have contributed to your present circumstances?
Of course. What you sow, you reap. Isn't that the natural order?
So, tell me, Lord Spencer, what would you like the world to know?
The truth. But, a short break before we begin, Miss Ashcroft. I'm not a young man. I don't have the energy I once did.
Why would Mom hide this?
The best Grace cutscene in the game by far. The shit's fire. Our boy. We're back. We're so back. We're actually so back.
Back in biz. Fuck.
You alright, Leon?
I am now. Grace cleared the way for me.
Let's
That's not what I'm talking
go.
about. Your
Let's
body can't
go,
take
dude.
much more.
I'm gonna settle this. You just send us a chopper for immediate evacuation.
Yeah, you're gonna need that. Probably. Dude, I'm kind of sad we're almost done with this game. It's actually kind of depressing. This Insanity run has been really fun, though. I have to admit, this Resident Evil, like, now that I've been playing it on Insanity and I'm about to beat it, like, this Resident Evil is, without a doubt, top 3. Without a doubt. I don't know if it's my number 1. It's, without a doubt, it's within the top 3. For sure.
Over there.
I don't know, though.
Easy as pie.
Oh, baby. Way too easy. Way too easy. You're a fucking joke. Get out of here. Brother. Nice! Alright. Huge. Huge. Yeah, boys, we're looking good as hell so far. This is chill. This is chill. Oh, yeah, this is when Leon gets the herb.
Oh, shit.
Okay. That man just took more... I was about to say something. That boy took some hits from the back. That's all I gotta say. He took some hits. Yeah, so now Leon's just gonna get random ass seizures, so it's gonna be a little tough. But I believe in my abilities. All will be good. All will be good, boys. Nobody trip. Yeah, we're gonna need this. Oh, we can't even afford anything else, bro. Tragic. Huge. Alright. Here we go.
shutdown in effect. Override key authorization required.
See, I think we should be able to go into this room. I think straight up, though, we'll get one hit if we don't use a heal. So we're gonna need to do that. Finally, we could actually make ammo. Huge. Alright. Oh, come on. Relax. Hello? Where's my parry? Get out of here. Huge. Yeah, we're chilling, boys. We're literally chilling.
This must be the room. I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can.
Yeah, so 2 shots is all it takes. That's pretty good. Oh, seizure time. We're gonna wait a second before we go in. Alright, we're good. It was seizure time for a second there. Alright. Combat arena. Oh, wow. That's easy. Come on out, pal. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, I didn't even know why the game made that sound. Sorry, boys. What the fuck, bro? Alright, well anyways, though. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Alright. This is when all the demons should appear. Where are they? I'm sure seizure time is coming yet again. Dad? Oh, come on. Where's the parry? Oh, I didn't even realize you could do that to him. Oh, wow. He's still alive. Oh, no. We're so dead. We're so dead. I'm about to say, we're so dead. Okay, so what I've gathered is the pistol is the worst gun of all time you could possibly use against the liquor. Jump. Alright, alright. No, I'm just gonna let them kill me, to be honest. I'm just gonna let them take me out. Might as well. We could do better than that. We could do so much better than that. Hello? Oh, that's huge. Bye-bye. That's huge. Yeah, we might as well craft more rifle ammo. It seems to be the move against these guys. Except we're probably going to be spraying the SMG later on here in a minute.
I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can.
Yeah, we'll just use the rifle, or the pistol, to be honest. This is definitely the move. We're not going to die stupidly this time. Where are you, pal? You dead? Now he is. Honestly, what I should do is I should probably watch the points up top, and I'll probably be able to tell easier. That'd probably be the smarter thing to do, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's take this friend. We take you out too? No. It feels like with this gun, I could actually get the melees. It's actually so much nicer, bro. This pistol might be actually my favorite now. That's actually so nice that you could actually get the melees with it, bro. That's the one thing I felt like I was missing in this game. The melees are what make it so much fun, bro. It's a core part of the combat, man. Without it, you're missing like an integral piece of the game. Like, I can't even lie. Yeah, let's just pull out the pistol and take out this guy in 2 shots, then we can deal with the rest easy. No problem. All we need is that. Skadoosh. Alright. Huge. Alright. Hello? Huge. Yeah, I really need to stop saying huge. I can't even lie, I've been saying that a lot. There we go. Nice. Okay, yeah, we're looking good. Alright, pal. How come you didn't do the wall thing? Aw. Alright, Leon. You really need to lock in here, pal. You can't really be seasoned out right now. Now is not the time, my friend. Yeah, we'll craft more rifle ammo. I guess we'll make more shotgun shells. Alright, good thing Leon's done tweaking out. This axe is so OP though, bro. Like the parry timing, like usually compared to this one, is like day and night, bro. It's like actually a day and night difference. Alright, before we do this wonderfulness, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna make a new save just so I can play this if I ever feel like it. I like having options, I guess. I'm a man of options. Yeah, we got plenty of heals. Yeah, we got 7 heals, bro. We're actually locked in for this final boss. Huge. Man, I really need to stop saying that. I keep on saying it, bro. Said it again. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother buying that. Can we even upgrade anything? I mean, we could upgrade that, of course, but I don't even really want to. So I don't think we could upgrade this. Yeah, no. No can do. It would be actually kind of nice, but I don't even know. Because a hatchet isn't going to be worth much, yeah. Damn. Okay. Didn't realize it was like that. I guess we'll upgrade the pistol. Might as well. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Alright. Let's skedaddle on here, boys. Let's skedaddle. Oh, come on. I was trying to parry it.
Warning. Autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable. Self-repair
Brother.
functionality offline. Air monitor warning. Pod lockdown unavailable.
Okay. Leon, now is not the time. Oh, come on. Bro, I actually might need to restart this part because I'm getting dunked on that bad. Bro. Jeez Louise. This is brutal. It's looking like the sloppiest Resident Evil gameplay you've ever seen, probably.
The elevator will arrive shortly.
Is that all of them?
The elevator has arrived.
Is that really it? Wow. Honestly, I'm not really happy with that, though. I mean, we still got 6 heals. I mean, that's plenty, but I don't know. If it's bad, honestly, I would hate to do it, but we could just go all the way back, bro. Again, I would hate to do that, but we can. That is a thing we can do. And we have enough now. Holy. Let's go, bro. That's huge. I said it again. I just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I have to keep on saying it.
I need to go.
Alright, we have over 300 SMG bullets. That isn't enough, I don't know what it is. We got 4 Requiem bullets with his name on it, too. So, this is gonna be great.
Almost sure.
Alright. Yeah, Leon's like dying. Yeah, we pretty much beat the game at this point in time. This boy Leon's actually getting cooked. Come on, Buster. Come on, buddy. Come on, Bessie.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
My research opened Pandora's box, unleashing disaster upon the world.
Except Elpis, the goddess of hope? Or so the myth goes.
A blind hope.
This is such a cool story, bro.
Humans cannot predict when death will come for them. This is why they have hope. I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt. Happiness cannot be achieved at the expense of others. I think that's enough for today.
Why did you accept my request for an interview? Who is that? Is that one of your subjects?
Of course not. She was alone in the world. I took her in to make amends. Is she perfectly normal? Just an average child needing a home. She is my hope. Aren't you beautiful? Would you like to hold her?
Oh, okay. She's adorable.
Oh,
What's her name?
Grace.
Grace. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I've said my piece. I only hope it serves as a requiem for those who have passed.
dude, that is such a good cutscene. That's the thing I love about Resident Evil. These games know so well how to balance like despair and hope. Like that's despair right there, bro. This man is dying. He's coughing up Kool-Aid. Yeah, he's like straight up dying. Like that boy Leon's actually chopped. That's what I love about this game, man. Like it really strikes that balance, you know what I mean? Between despair and like hope, and then horror. Like this game, out of all of them, balances it the best. Like, let me just tell you, there's never been really a Resident Evil like this, bro, that balances like all these emotions. The closest one by far has been Resident Evil 4. And I suppose in a sense maybe Resident Evil 2. But that's why it makes those stories so good, you know what I mean? That's why these games are so great. It really just balances all these emotions really well. But that's what makes it incredible, man. That's really what makes it so good.
This is finally my chance to do something.
Because then you have a character like Grace here, who's another newcomer. There's always a game where there's a newcomer, you know, like, you gotta do it. Yeah, this was a really, really good introduction for her. I gotta say, like, I think the voice actor did great with her. Again, I skipped, like, all her cutscenes, and I know it seems like I'm a Grace hater. I promise you I'm not. I really enjoy her sections. Her sections are really good, but on this difficulty, they're so hard. Like, way harder than they were before, but I've never felt so tense in a Resident Evil game, unless I'm playing her sections. Especially on this difficulty, I feel helpless, dude.
Hey, I was just resting my eyes.
Because you're literally a one hit the entire time, bro.
Oh, let me help you.
Let's do this.
Okay. I don't know the password.
It's okay. Soon left it wide open for us. Any wrong code will do. It'll destroy Opus.
Let's try.
Chris, whatever it takes. I can buy you some time.
No. No, I have an idea.
I trust you.
Let's
I
go.
trust you. So, the prodigal daughter returns.
I know the password.
Fulfill your destiny, and all will be forgiven.
Only if you let Leon live.
Very well.
Huge. Yeah, but this like Timu-ass Wesker, bro, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about him. I think that he just doesn't really do anything, you know? He just bullies Leon in cutscenes. That's really all he does. Then he just bitches and moans at Grace. He just gives exposition. Literally, that's all he does. He gives exposition and then just bullies Leon.
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. A blind hope.
Okay. This is it.
Yes. There we go. How come he didn't appear the first time? That's my question. And the other one, how come he doesn't appear?
What are you doing, Grace?
Spencer regretted what he did.
Say, get the fuck out of my way, boy.
You promised.
Yes, that I would let him live.
You should inject him with that. Wow.
Mr. Kennedy, I give you the honor of experiencing my power firsthand.
I'm not sure Elpis is what you think it is. There's nothing special about me. I was never any key. Spencer wanted to make amends.
But you released Elpis. What is it?
You could cap him right now. You could literally cap him. You could literally cap him, bro. She literally has a gun.
My powers!
She literally could have capped him by now.
Atonement. It's an antiviral.
Amazing. I am humbled by my master's genius.
Are you now?
Your research was wrong. Elpis wasn't a weapon. There was never a key.
Spencer's paper was obviously incomplete. There was no connection between Grace and Emily.
Do you know how much time and money I wasted on this?
Don't you see
Wesker wouldn't give a damn about money. That's how I know this is Timu Wesker.
All virus-based weapons are useless. The world order
Timu Wesker is
was
pissed.
thrown into chaos.
We wanted a weapon.
Instead, Spencer gave us anarchy. I will carry his torch and bring his vision to life.
You? You and Spencer were a means to an end.
Yet he outwitted you all.
Spencer defied us and paid the price with his life. He was nothing.
You are nothing but an imitation.
It's over, Victor.
He's pissed.
The connections is done with you.
I still don't know what these connections are. Is he talking about a sneaky link?
We can't let him have it.
Ooh. Ouchies. I thought he was about to lick his fingers like you lick your fingers after you take a bite of a Dorito.
It's a cure.
There we go. Nice.
Freaking wake up.
That boy Leon got cured of the Hep C. Now we could body him easily.
Let it all come down. All of it.
Grace, what happened?
Now we could body him easily. That boy Leon's back at full health. Even though his organs should be somewhat destroyed, low-key. I don't know how that works, but okay. Medically speaking, though, He was coughing up a lot of blood too. But I don't know.
It's gonna go! Grab something!
Oh no, bro. Leon said I don't take no fall damage, boy. Where did Grace see me? Did she just like fall to infinity? Is she just gone?
Grace. Grace!
I've been looking forward to this.
Burying last skeleton.
I've been looking forward to this.
Spencer lives through me.
Okay,
And I will
okay.
see that it is brought to
How many more will have to die for that?
Alright, I'm fine with that.
Sacrifices must be made.
I did not mean to use that.
A few lives.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
Had to itch my nose. No thanks, pal. Okay. I thought I ran away in time.
Seems you're reaching your limit.
Alright, pal. Relax. We just parried a rocket launcher.
I will not let those ideals win. Give it up!
Alright. Alright. Okay. Everyone relax. Alright. Alright. Relax.
Spencer's vision lives through me, and I will see that it is brought to fruition.
And how many more will have to die for that vision?
Alright, pal.
Sacrifices must be made. In the grand scheme of things, a few lives are nothing.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
Alright.
eyes.
I could have sworn I parried that. I could have sworn I parried that too.
They need me, a leader to guide them into a glorious new future.
The humanity I know is far more capable than you realize. They don't want you in leadership.
Hold on. Where you going, pal? Whew. There we go. Nice. That's why we saved the Requiem, baby. Just for that. That's what we've been saving all our Requiem bullets for. Just for that occasion. That's the only reason why the Requiem exists, boys, on this difficulty. On normal, that thing hits, but on this... I think he needs a Snickers bar.
Good riddance.
Good riddance. Yeah, you see, that's such a good boss fight. That's a good one, too. It wasn't nearly as hard. The second part, I'm not even worried about. The first part's harder, to be honest. Because we have, like, 6 heals still. So I'm not even tripping, and we saved all our SMG ammo just for this part.
Nemesis. No wonder you're so damn relentless.
Nobody knows damn well what a nemesis is. You might want to put away that Requiem. You only have 2 bullets, pal. Last one. Man, I can't hit it. There we go. Alright. Dude, I can't hit it. Oh, wait, is that it? I thought there was one more phase. Oh, that's GG's game. There we go. And that's the game, gentlemen. That's the game. We did it. Man, that's awesome. Alright, let's all enjoy this ending cutscene. We earned it. That was so hard.
This time, you ain't getting back up.
Aura. That's straight aura. That's actually the toughest thing I've ever witnessed.
Grace, where are you?
That's actually so tough.
Sherry. Sherry, come in. Sherry. Shit.
Yeah, look at that, boys. That is so good, bro.
Grace. Grace, hang on.
Yeah, dude. I gotta say, after playing this game on Insanity and like beating it like for reals on Insanity, I appreciate this game like much more than I did on Standard. I liked it on Standard, don't get me wrong. The story was incredible. I think the story in this game is really well done. But playing this game on Insanity is a totally different experience. Like, the actual gameplay is so different. You have to utilize everything. Like, I would say it is, in part, like, maybe I was just playing it bad and not utilizing my stuff correctly. But I would say it was harder than Resident Evil 7 Madhouse. And that's saying something. Because Resident Evil 7 is some serious shit, boys. If you haven't played Resident Evil 7, you wouldn't know. But if you have, you know in that game, bro, it is rough. That shit is hard. Because I beat that game on Madhouse with no bonus weapons, and my god, that was a difficult one. We struggled, boys. We struggled. This game was also difficult, but
I'm gonna sit right here with you.
I don't know. I think that overall, I kind of think that it's bullshit that you die in one hit as Grace pretty much most of the time. But I get it though, but still, damn. It would be nice if you got like 2 hits. I think that would be a bit better, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a fan of dying in one hit personally. That's not really my mojo, if you kind of catch my drift.
I guess this is it then.
But at the same time, though, like, I will say that genuinely, like, the actual, let me think of this. Leon's parts are really well balanced. I think his difficulty is perfect on this. Leon's parts on Insanity are so fun. My only gripe with this game with Leon sections, it's literally only one gripe, bro.
Depends who's asking.
And that's that, like, a lot of the time you don't get the stuns, bro. Like, if you shoot him in the legs, like, the only time I started getting it was with the alligator snapper when I fully upgraded it. But no other gun seems to stun them, like, at all.
I have a message
like,
from Captain Redfield.
You either just take them out with bullets, or they come at you. And, I mean, that's cool. But, I don't know, I really like the melee animations. I like going for those. And, like, that's the thing I love about R84. I don't know, in this game it kind of sucks you don't get that often. Because in RE4, you'd get those stun animations, like with the SMG, for example, you'd get it. In this game, the SMG, I have never stunned someone with it once.
Can't believe that antiviral actually worked. Feel better
But yeah.
than having ages.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad you're okay.
This is such a good ending, though, bro.
A dose with your name on it. You'll be back in action in no time.
Thank you, Leon.
That
Would
rocks,
have been a lot
bro.
smoother if Chris hadn't been so late to the party.
Where is Chris, anyway?
No idea. I'm sure I'll run into him at some point.
That's so fire, bro.
Yeah, I'll call you back. It's over then.
Yeah. Opus really was our last hope.
Well, let's pray Umbrella hasn't left us any more nasty surprises.
I wish we could have saved Emily.
Grace. I didn't hit any of her vitals. She could still be alive.
What are you saying?
Maybe we can save her.
That's so fire, bro.
The government has confirmed the existence.
I just love that he tosses the gloves on the ground like they don't even matter.
Here in the ruins of Raccoon City, the origin point for the worldwide spread of bioorganic.
Why is she in Raccoon City?
This illegal
I thought it was a
facility
biohazard.
appears to have been in operation for decades.
Sources say that the extension of the lockdown and the recent series of mysterious deaths.
That is so cool. It like closes out RE22. Like I'm gonna like kind of give my concluding thoughts. It's gonna take me a minute, but I think I can finally give a definitive statement on this game. So after this, I'm kind of gonna go into it, and I'm kind of thinking of making an actual review on this game. That's what I'm kind of thinking of doing.
Deliberately drove Umbrella into bankruptcy.
The late Alyssa Ashcroft is credited with cracking the Oswald Spencer story. Conspiracy theorists are already claiming that she was killed in a cover-up, and that the organization responsible is secretly controlling our government.
Tonight, in a speech from the Oval Office, the president is expected to reject allegations of any government involvement since the Raccoon City incident.
That's so cool, bro. That's such a good ending, man. That's crazy how she's still alive, though. I hope they cured her, too, with the Elpis thing. Yeah, dude, that's incredibly good. Yeah, let's just watch this last part, then we're gonna go to the main menu, buy the infinite ammo if I could afford it, and then we'll be good.
And Sherry's okay? Good. I'm so glad. Emily, yeah, she's doing great.
Oh, what else? She's still wearing that same fit, bro, like 2 months later.
Teaching her how to read.
She's literally like SpongeBob right now.
Grace. Grace.
She's been wearing the same fit for months.
Where's that report?
Sorry. Leon, gotta go. Catch up soon.
Leon. That's so wholesome, bro. But yeah, so I'm gonna give my concluding thoughts here on this game and kind of tell y'all like what the actual deets are with it. So they kill that BSAA soldier because that's Umbrella.
BSAA forces have been neutralized.
Yeah. Okay, they did.
Retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
Before Chris Redfield pulls up. I kind of wish they made a Chris Redfield DLC. I don't know though. Yep, and that's a remarkable agent trophy. So it took us 9 hours to beat it. That's not terrible. I accept that. Let's see, can we get it? I don't know if we have enough for it. Man. That actually kind of sucks. How much more do we need? Let me guess, you have to buy all the concept art. Yep. That's gonna cost 5,600. That's gonna cost 5,000. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to beat this game again in order to get all the stuff. If we didn't buy the knife, bro, we would be able to afford it, dude. I wish I could just give it back. Then I would be able to get infinite ammo. I mean, I'm not tripping too much, but damn, bro. Genuinely just damn. We can do this one pretty easy, but we need to defeat a chunk as Grace. I don't know how we didn't get this one. We're only missing 2. I don't even know what 2 we're missing. Yeah, wait, what 2 are we missing, bro? Yeah, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna need to get that somehow. I don't know how, but figure it out, I guess. Yeah, but dude. Alright. Well, anyways, aside from that, so let me give my concluding thoughts. So, Resident Evil Requiem. Let me tell you something. If you are into horror in general, if you like Dark Souls pretty much too, if you like games that are difficult, this game will give you a run for your money. Like, even on standard, it gave me a run for my money, and I'm quite an experienced Resident Evil player myself, I could say. I've played through almost every Resident Evil game, except for the classic ones. I know it's kind of depressing. But I played all the modern ones for sure. I've beaten every one of them. And I would say I've probably beaten every Resident Evil from 2005 onward. Pretty much. Yeah, most of those. Well, I'm only missing a couple. Like, I never really played Umbrella Corps. I played it for like 20 minutes and said that game was ass and never played it again. But again, if you played any Resident Evil, you're going to enjoy this game. Like, there's going to be something for you that you enjoy. Me personally, I think starting off with the Grace sections, I think the Grace sections are really, really, really good. Like, the first part of the game in the hospital where you play as Grace, that has to be quite possibly what could be the best part of the game. And I'm not even capping here. That part of the game, like, it's insane. Like, I don't know, the vibe of it, just like the enemies you encounter, like you have to deal with the chunk or the baby or whatever I call them. You have to deal with the chef too. Like, you have both of them, bro. And like, it's a really, really fun experience, I would say, for sure. I would also say that I think as well, the game is actually pretty scary. Like, even now, I still like jump, like, especially at the end part, there was like a bunch of lickers there. And that actually caught me off guard. And another thing that's really impressive about this game that I'll say is, I would say that I like how, especially at the end of the game when you're in the lab, a lot of the enemies have weaknesses you can exploit, as Grace especially. And that's really cool. The blood aspect of it, where you collect blood and have that as a resource, is really cool too. Because it kind of rewards you. You get a little bit of something for taking out enemies, but you can't take out every enemy. You know what I mean? You have to be really smart with your resources. And it's really about choosing your fights in this game. Especially on Insanity, after playing that shit, that's some serious shit right there. Like, being able to craft those injectors are huge. I need to stop saying huge, but crafting those injectors really make all the difference. I would also say that, what else was I going to say? Oh, yes. I think the save system where there's no autosaves, some people may dislike that, but that's actually a good thing, especially on Insanity. On normal, you could play it without ink ribbons. You could just play it normally, you know? You don't need to use the ink ribbons like in standard with autosave. Like, you don't even need to worry about that. You probably don't even have to save your game, bro. You could just straight up just run through it. But yeah, I mean, I would say that genuinely this game's like sections of Grace especially are so well designed, it's actually insane. There's really no point in the game that's particularly weak. I would say there's nothing that is like standoff like terrible, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that's the thing. Every game, they have a part of the game that's just complete garbage. This game doesn't have that. This game just has banger section, and at the worst, it's a good section. It's decent. It's playable. It isn't bad. Like, in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, you have to go through the sewers. In Resident Evil 3, that game's fucking ass. Don't play that game. But the sewer section is notoriously just shit. On Resident Evil 7, you have the boat section. 8, it's the, I'm trying to remember the section. It might be the dollhouse after the first playthrough. Yeah, it's the dollhouse after the first playthrough. That section's literally just a cutscene, pretty much. And that one is a really long one, so that one's really irritating to play through on multiple playthroughs. But this game doesn't have any of that. Like, I would say every single section will be really fun to play regardless, dude. Like, and that's a really good trait. And the game does sacrifice a little bit of runtime for that, but this game really chose quality over quantity. And I know they said it was like 18 hours. I think on my first run, it took me around 14 hours. I don't remember my exact play time, but it's around 14 hours maybe. But, yeah, definitely for sure. I would say that, there's definitely a good amount of content. I would say, and going over each, and I know this is a long talking part, boys. I know I've been talking for a while, but I got to give my overall thoughts because I've put a lot of time in this game, and I've streamed every time I played this game, I've streamed it. So I think all my gameplay is up there. Every single bit of gameplay I've played of this is online. But yeah, I would say that overall, the hospital is a really good section. I would say it's the weakest part for Leon, though. I think the chunk boss fight is actually pretty decent. I kind of like that boss. It was a pretty good one. Like, I like how you use the environment and the fight opens up as it progresses. That's a really cool feature. Like, because the more you damage him, the more he's going to destroy it. And if you climb up ladders, he's going to destroy that too. That's a really cool feature. But I would say the hospital itself for Leon, it's kind of eh. It's kind of eh. Like, I don't know, it isn't bad, but you literally just walk into a couple rooms, blister heads appear probably. Because depending on what you take out as Grace, there's probably just a couple blister heads. But again, it depends on what you do or do not take out with Grace, which is really, really cool, actually. Because if you wanted to, if you were that much of a beast at this game at stealth, per se, you could go that entire section without killing... You could kill, like, minimal zombies. You could kill, like, 5 of them, maybe, with Grace. And with Leon, every one of them are going to be there. So you're technically profiting for Leon because you're getting that XP for the kills so you can level up your guns quicker. So that's something right there, baby. But yeah, I think that's a really, really good... that's a really cool thing, actually. A lot of games don't really incorporate that as much. And stuff you don't pick up as Grace will translate to Leon's. So if you wanted to leave like a green herb for Leon as Grace for some reason, you can leave it there, and Leon, you could go and pick it up as him if you wanted to. I don't know why you'd do that, but sure, go for it. But yeah, that is a pretty cool feature, I would say. But other than that, their gameplay after that never really intertwines. Like, after the hospital, Leon and Grace never step foot in the same room again. Except for, like, obviously at the lab when she appears in the same one as him and in the garage heap. But you never, like, actually do real gameplay together again in, like, the same areas. Like, you don't walk through the same areas, you know? Which is perfectly fine. That's not a complaint. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that's a thing. But yeah, I would say the hospital is just overall incredible. I really like the Screamer zombies. I think they're really fun to go against. And I think they are quite scary with their singing. So I think that's really good. The only thing is there is a lack of puzzles compared to usual Resident Evil games. And again, that's not that much of a bad thing, but it is a thing nonetheless. So if you are a big puzzle guy, you may be disappointed, I guess, because they're not really brain busters. You're not going to have a hard time figuring them out whatsoever. I mean, I don't even think there was really any that had me stumped. I'm trying to think, was there? Yeah, no, there's really no puzzle that really had me stumped. It was more just finding the right item to go somewhere was a problem I had. But it was mainly just pick up items, go bring that over here, but that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's not bad gameplay design at all. Because it's really unique how they did it. Like, for example, with the organs, if y'all didn't know, you have to get, like, a pair of lungs and a heart, and you have to put it in, like, a body on the table. And that zombie wakes up, and you can either choose to take out the zombie and do it quicker, or you could just wait them out. And if you wait like, I think it's like a minute or two, the zombie will just drop dead and you can just grab what you need from him without using a bullet. That's a really cool thing. Like, that's how they spice up the gameplay. And I think the spiciest like addition to this was especially in Leon sections. So I'm kind of talking about gameplay variety. I'm kind of going all over the place. But in the Leons, I think one of my favorite areas is the one with the with the glass floors. So in that section, you're literally standing on these glass floors, right? And you could shoot them out to make the zombies drop and they're just gone. And that is such a cool, unique way to spice up gameplay. And you have the military zombies, and having zombies use guns is something I never thought I would see in a Resident Evil game. Because obviously Nemesis can, but that's different. But like a brain dead zombie just using guns is crazy, bro. I never thought I'd see that because they're like sitting there going, brrr, and they're quite dangerous. You actually have to deal with them, so it gives you another enemy to prioritize. So basic enemies in this game, there's a good amount of variety, I would say for sure. I would say as well, like with gameplay variety. Let me think. The liquors are also pretty cool. I think this is probably my favorite variation of liquors by far. I like them better compared to Resident Evil 2, because in Resident Evil 2 you can't even stealth by them. In this game you could actually be stealthy around them. And with Grace and Leon, like, you have good ways to go against them. I think the lab section with Grace is so good, bro. It's so hard on Sandy after playing it, but it was so good. I felt like Liddy John Wick just running through there as Grace, because I was just letting loose with resources. I didn't even care anymore. I was literally just going crazy in there. But yeah, let me think. So there's a lot of gameplay variety, so that's a big thing. But what else is there? There's also what is it? Trying to think, where was I going from here? Oh yes. So initially, before I was talking about gameplay changes, I was going to talk about Raccoon City, because that's the next area you go to after the hospital. And of course you do have I guess the sniper section with Leon and all that kinds of stuff. The sniper section's pretty fun, and that boss fight is pretty cool too. It isn't necessarily that hard of one. That bloater or whatever, that one with like the 20 blisters on it or whatever, you see him only twice throughout the game, but that is perfectly fine. I think he was used in 2 good locations, so that's perfectly fine. And I think that enemy is super fun to go against. And it reminds me a lot of the bloater from The Last of Us for some reason. I don't know why, but it really does. And yeah, I think that was a pretty good enemy. What else was I going to say? So yeah, after you do that section, you're underground with Grace. I think that overall in that area, when you're fighting that boss, that's a pretty good boss too. I would say the bosses in this game are pretty solid. Like, I would say some of them are actually like really good. I think the hunk fight is kind of just a copy and paste of Krauser from RE4 pretty much, though, I will say. He's a little bit different, but he's pretty much Krauser. He just has a little bit of different melee animations, but he's pretty much the same. That's the boss I struggle with the most. It's probably the part I struggle with the most in this game, because I had a terrible axe against him. But if you pick up like his good axe, like he's screwed. You can't do anything against you, especially on Sandy. You'll dunk on him every time. It's so easy. You just need that good axe, and on Sandy, that boy don't got a chance. But yeah, more or less, I would say the bosses are good. The only one that kind of sucked was Plant 43. I think that's what it is, Plant 43. It's a big plant. That thing sucked. I don't know. I didn't really care for that much. It's not necessarily a bad boss, but I don't know. You kind of just like, it's a lot like the final boss, to be honest, except like shittier. So like, you're kind of just like standing on this little platform, and you have to shoot the boss a bunch before it lunges at you, because you can't parry that. And you can't parry anything, I guess. I just tanked every hit known to man. But yeah, more or less that boss was probably the worst boss in the game, in my opinion, because I'm trying to think of another one. I guess if you want to consider the chef a boss, I mean, he's kind of ass too. He's kind of easy to take out. I mean, like, I took him out with Grace easily. I just popped 2 Requiem shots with him, tossed a grenade at him, and he's cooked. But yeah, I would say that the bosses are pretty solid in this game. I would say the standouts for sure the top 5, without a doubt. I'm gonna go with the top 5. Hunk, because he's literally Krauser, and Krauser is the best boss in RE4, so that's like the perfect boss to bring back. The final boss, but his first phase, that boss on his first phase was actually really fun. Especially on Sandy, I really enjoyed playing against him. That was actually cool. And as well, I would say I really enjoyed Chunk too. I think Chunk was really fun. There was also, I didn't really care for the spider that much, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care for the spider. It wasn't even because I struggled against him. I think it's kind of dumb that his weak point's on his back. I don't know. Because it's hard to hit him because he's a spider and his butt's not facing you. The only time he could is when he's shooting those webs at you. But other than that, you're not going to be hitting that much. I don't know. I thought the spider boss is kind of eh. He's really well designed though. But the thing is, it's kind of misleading in your first playthrough when he chases you. And you think you're supposed to shoot at him, of course, because you don't know it's a chase sequence. But it's a chase sequence, so you don't even do any damage to him at all, really. But yeah, I would say the spider I didn't really care for much. Oh yeah, Mr. X, that's another really good boss. That's another really, really good one. I really enjoyed that boss. That was the one I was forgetting. Yeah, Mr. X I thought was incredible to play against in this game. He was really, really fun. The animations, like the parry animations were cool. Like the boss fight itself was just a thrill ride. That one was awesome. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it for the bosses. There's some that are a little bit weaker, but they're not bad or inherently terrible, you know? Like, Plant 43, I know I said was like kind of ass and I kind of shit on it, but that one's still playable. And, you know, I've played against much worse bosses. Same with the spider. The spider kind of sucks. That one's honestly actually probably like, it's a bit better than Plant 43, to be honest, but not much. That one kind of just sucks because his weak point's on his butt, and it's hard to do that. But yeah, more or less that's all the bosses. And let me think. What else do we have to cover? Oh, yes. Okay. So I need to stop skipping over this part. I'm just gonna get through it real quick. But Raccoon City with Leon is so fucking good, bro. The environment you're in and the actual like sections you play through in there are so good. Like with the 3 relay receivers, that is so fucking fun, bro. Because you just get to play as Leon. You get to really indulge in the combat. That's the first time in the game you truly get to actually indulge in the combat as Leon for a good lengthy period of time. You'll spend about like 2 or 3 hours, or not even 2 or 3 hours. You'll spend like maybe an hour to 3 hours at most in that section. And I'm gonna be honest, that's like one of the best sections. That's like my contender for like top section. To be honest, I love that fucking section. Like playing through that area was so fun. And I think going to the RPD as well was pretty fun. There isn't that many enemies, or there's not that much to do in there either. You kind of just roll up in there, grab the jack, and if you want to do the side thing with Barry or whatever, you can. But yeah, there isn't that much in the RPD. You kind of just go through it. But yeah, after that you fight Mr. X, then you go through the plant area with all the plants, and that area is okay. That area is not too bad. Those plants aren't that bad. It's a unique enemy though you go against, so that was pretty cool. And I like how I forgot to mention this too, on Insanity, the enemy placement is different compared to normal and casual. Like in the plant area, for example, there's not a single guy with a gun down there, but on Insanity, all of a sudden you're dealing with these guys with guns down there. And it's like, what? Because you have like all these plant things you're already fighting. Then you have a zombie with a gun shooting at you. So, you know, that's so cool. Like, you know, like on Insanity, I was still experiencing new things in this game. And that is awesome, man. That's some good stuff. That's how you know they did a good job with the main story. But yeah, that's a pretty big part. Then after that, you're in the final section of the game, which is the labs. And as Leon, my God, let me tell you something. Those Umbrella agents, when you first pull up, are so good, bro. They are so well designed. I think there's very few games that have as good and like expressive AI as Resident Evil. And like even in Resident Evil 4, that like Ganados were so expressive. Like for example, if you shot like a Ganado on a stairwell or something and like you stunned it, it would like fall over, you know? Like that was so cool. This game has the same effect, you know? Like you'll shoot zombies, they'll like trip over shit, and like they'll like run in the walls and stuff. Like I remember it was on my standard playthrough. I shot a zombie, and instead of it being stunned, it like just hit its head on the wall and fell over. So that's cool, man. I mean, like that's the kind of stuff you love to see in this game. The enemies are so expressive in this game, and that's awesome, man. Like I'm really glad they brought that back. But yeah, back to the Umbrella agents. I would say their AI is really, really, really good. Like compared to other games. So in other games, you know, like in other shooty games, you'll be sitting there and the AI will just sit at one point and shoot at you. Or they'll walk forward straight towards you like an idiot. You know what I mean? And like, you know, like it's kind of predictable. Like you could kind of figure out what they're doing. It isn't that hard to do. Because like my best example is probably like Call of Duty. In that game, they'll literally sit behind cover and just sit there. And they'll just peek you, shoot, go back cover, peek, shoot, and that's all they do. And that's literally what you do in those games. In this game, like they'll like strategically go against you. And that's what I love about the Umbrella section. That shit was so cool, man. Because like I remember it was in the first area of it. It was on my Insanity playthrough. There was umbrella guards in the first area, and I remember I took out one, and I was in a gunfight with one, and like if I were like right here, the other one was right here. I was like in a gunfight, and he was peeking initially, you know, but after like a minute, he just moved. Like I heard it. I like if I didn't have headphones on, I wouldn't have known. But yeah, like he like flanked. So he went like all the way to the left and tried flanking me, and that's like some crazy good AI. Because there's very few games where AI will actually try to outsmart you like that. You know what I mean? Especially in games with shooty guns. Of course, there's smart AI in other games, but not in like games like this usually, or like games with like guns. Like in Call of Duty, they're stupid. In this game, they're good. But yeah, more or less, the AI is really good in that section, and like even right after that room I was talking about, like the computer room or whatever, you go into the next room and they're sitting there with an ambush waiting for you, and you have to use your environment, like the smoke canisters. That is so cool, man. And you could use like your environment to attack the enemies in the lab. That is such a cool gameplay feature, man. And that's the thing I love about this game, the interactive elements. The enemies give you shit to use against them. Like that is so cool, bro. Like, for example, like if you kill an enemy with a weapon, you could literally use that weapon against the zombies. Like if one's holding like a concrete slab, you could use it to slap a zombie and then stun them. Like that is such a cool gameplay feature, boys. Like enemies that like give you interactions instead of just giving you bullets, you know what I mean, like a resource, you could actually like use their own shit against them, which is so cool, dude. And that's the trademark of a good game right there, you know what I mean? That's like actually a good trademark. So yeah, I would say that's a pretty cool part too. And let me think, what else is there? Yeah, I mean, the umbrella part, the lab part was just incredible. Of course, right after that, you have the boss fight with Honk, and that was pretty fun too. Again, it's just Krauser. Then after that, you do Grace's section at the end, and you get the new type of zombie that you deal with. It's pretty much just a normal zombie. It's just a reskin. Except the cool thing about this one is it's a little bit different. So you have two types of enemies you're dealing with Grace in the last section, and I struggled in this section. You have lickers, then after you have the, I guess, liquor variant, or the, I don't even know what those things are called. They're like blue zombies, or experiment zombies, whatever. Let's call them experimented zombies. Yeah, those guys, I didn't figure out till the end, but those ones had a specific weakness to fire, and the lickers had the weakness to the acid. So the acid isn't as effective on like the normal zombies, but against the lickers, those babies one-shot them. They would take them out in one hit, bro. Like that's amazing, bro. Like that's the type of shit we love to see around here. But yeah, I don't know. I like how you could exploit those weaknesses as Grace, and that makes that section so fun, bro. And especially the part where you're at the containers, like with Grace, that was really good. And yeah, that section, just those two enemies alone make it really good, because those two enemies are so well designed, especially the lickers, man. So good, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I really like that section. I like the container part where you have like risk and reward. You could go for the containers, get more loot, but you're possibly going to run into a zombie inside the container. And again, on Insanity, they spawn in different spots compared to normal and casual, so you never know. So that's something, bro. But yeah, I would say that part has a lot of good gameplay variety, and that's really, really good. And that's the best part about this game, I would say. Like, that's probably one of my favorite aspects, and that's just the gameplay variety, you know what I mean? Like, on normal compared to Insanity, there are so many differences just in enemy placement, item placement, different like puzzle codes and stuff. Like, there's a difficulty change and like item difficulty change too. So I mean, if you change the difficulty, you're gonna have different spawns for stuff, and that's really, really, really cool, man. So I don't know. That's the awesome part. And again, the end part with Leon, same enemies, except you can parry the lickers and fucking dunk on them. But yeah, the end part's just really good with Leon. The final boss, of course, was really good. The only thing I will say is the final boss, like the Nemesis, or the, I guess the mutated version of Dr. Gideon. That part was a little bit of a letdown, you know, because that boss, if you didn't know, is literally just a reused model from RE3. It's literally just Nemesis, and I get he is a Nemesis. Like I understand that that's literally what he is. He's like upgraded Nemesis, I guess. He's some form of Nemesis or whatever, but yeah, that was a little bit of a letdown, I will say. I mean, that isn't one of my favorite bosses. I'm gonna consider it a separate boss. The first half is super good. When you're fighting Dr. Gideon in like a zombified form, and you're just throwing hands with him while he's throwing electricity at you and shit, and you're just fighting him to death. That shit is awesome. But when he becomes the big monster, that part kind of sucks. But yeah, again, it's really just overall solid. And I guess there's only two things left to cover, and that's just the story and the guns. But I guess we'll do with the guns first. So the guns in this game, let me tell you something. They're decent. So hear me out. So the guns in this game, I would say, are all pretty fun to use, and I would say each of them are pretty much viable. The only one that kind of sucked as per usual was the Matilda. That thing was alright, but that thing will suck your ammo dry. On an infinite ammo run, maybe it's good, but normally, no, bro. That thing isn't going to cut it. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's kind of mid. Can't lie to you. But I would say all the shotguns are pretty decent. They don't have that same punch as like an RE4 or an RE2, to be honest with you. I don't know. They just didn't really hit the same, because every time I shot a zombie with a shotgun, they would just fly back about 20 feet, and it was like, all right then. It was more just like a pushback weapon, if anything, because I don't know. I found the sniper to be a lot more effective, or just any rifle bullet ammo based weapon. Those ones I found a lot more effective, but yeah, I would say that just the overall gun variety is pretty decent. There's a good amount of guns in this game to use. There's a lot to experiment with. Obviously, there's the best ones, like the semi-auto shotgun by far reigns supreme, and that thing dunks on everything in this game quite easily. Like, that thing is so OP, bro. And apparently there's like a teddy bear charm or something that you can grab that makes it even more OP. So that's a thing too, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty solid right there. And what else is there? There's also the SMGs. SMGs in this game, they're kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of folks may say they love them because you get so many bullets for them. But my problem is they don't fucking stun anything. In fact, nothing in this game stuns anything, it feels like. I feel like in this game, I didn't get any stuns until I started using the alligator snapper. That seems like to be the only gun that actually stuns enemies. Nothing else really does. Obviously, you can do the axe finishers, and you do that constantly, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about like the kicks, you know? That's what I want to see. I want to do the kicks. But the game just won't let me do the kicks, bro. It just won't let me do it. So I don't know. I think that's a pretty integral part of Leon's gameplay, and it's a bit reduced in this game, which is fine. You know, like, I would say that's not that big of a deal. I don't know. I just wanted to get more kicks. Maybe I'll just use the alligator snapper for the rest of the time. But yeah, I would say that's definitely something that kind of had me like going, damn, okay. Because in RE4, again, I know I'm comparing that a lot to it, but RE4 in this game and Leon's portion is literally just an evolution of RE4 in every single aspect. That's literally all it is. And that's what makes it so good. Because it's improving upon something that's nearly perfect and making it pretty much more perfect. That's literally what it does. And that's all it needed to do. And that's all we needed to see. We didn't need to see like totally new gameplay from Leon. I don't want to see Leon not throwing hands. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. And in this game, they showed that, man. Like for example, the hatchet is fucking awesome. That combat axe is the coolest thing ever. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of prefer it over the knife, low-key. Actually, no, I don't. I kind of like the knife. Well, actually, nah, I like the axe better. The axe is way cooler. Yeah, the axe is just sick, bro. You can't say the axe isn't sick. And you could pretty much parry, like, everything in this game. Like, Gideon, the last part there, when I was playing against Gideon, he shoots an RPG at you. I parried a rocket, bro. A literal rocket. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, the parries, you could parry grabs, you could parry hits, you could literally parry objects thrown at you. Like, if they throw rubble at you, you could literally parry that too, bro. You could even parry bullets, apparently, too. You have to time that, like, perfectly, though, from what I know of. But you could literally parry bullets, bro. Apparently, that's a thing. You could just straight up block a bullet with an axe. I didn't even know you could do that. I never did it once, but apparently you could do that, according to one of my friends. I didn't know that was legal, but apparently you can. But yeah, I would say that the only thing that did have me like, bruh, though, another gun, it was the Requiem. Why the hell does that thing not one-shot normal zombies, even on Insanity? Like, really? Like, you'd headshot a zombie with the Requiem sometimes, and the zombie would survive it. And it's a base zombie, and you're using the strongest weapon in the game, and it would survive. I don't know. I think that kind of sucks. I think that thing, it should one-shot a normal zombie regardless. If you hit that thing in the lower, if you hit it in the body or the head, that thing should be gone. Finished. Done so. Fired. You are done. Pretty much. Like, the zombie should be toast. But for some reason, sometimes it just didn't. I understand it maybe on the screamer enemy or like bosses, obviously it isn't going to one-shot them, but for a normal zombie, like, come on, man, give me some slack. And I'm not like sitting here bitching and moaning because the game's too hard, but I don't know, I think that is a bit dumb. But yeah, I would say the guns are pretty solid. I'm gonna be honest, they aren't my favorite set of guns in the series. I know I've been stroking this game's ego, but RE4 just has the best, hands down. Sorry, I hate to say it. But the overall guns in that game and like the way they interact with the enemies is just better. I hate to say it, but it's true. I mean, maybe if they had like a patch where you could actually stun stuff with these guns, that would be great. I would very much appreciate that. And again, I kind of get it because I think in this game they were going more for just more like actual guns, like you shoot them and then they die and that's it. So you don't kick constantly and get sick of the animation. I get that. So I think that's the direction they kind of went. I personally just love that gameplay, so that's maybe a personal gripe of mine. I don't know. That's just something that kind of had me going, damn. Like, especially with the SMG, bro, like, you could dump an entire mag into a zombie's head, and it won't get stunned. Not once. It'll just sit there go, like, you'll just sit there and hit it about 50 times, go, brrr, and the zombie just tanks all of it till it dies. So, I mean, that's whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. Some of the guns were underwhelming for sure. Like, Grace's SMG is hot steaming ass. I don't know why you'd ever bother using it. I used it at the beginning of the game, and I sorely regretted it about 20 minutes later. That thing is fucking horrible. It kind of hits like a sandpaper. It just hits like sandpaper, bro. Like, you're hitting the zombie a little bit, but that shit's ass, bro. Like, that's probably one of the worst guns in the game, aside from the other starting pistol. And that is one thing, too. I kind of wish Grace got, like, another gun, low-key. I kind of wish she got, like, a shotgun or something. I get that takes away from the survival horror aspect. I don't know. Actually, never mind. I think her gun selection is pretty much perfect, low-key, actually. I think the fact that you get the injector and stuff with her adds more things you could use, and obviously all the throwables. So, you know what? I take that back. Her shit is perfect. Leonzo as Arsenal just feels a bit... It has more to be desired. You know? I don't know. I think that just some of the guns feel just like not how they're supposed to, like especially the shotguns. Except for the semi-auto shotgun, that's the only one that is fucking goated. The other two though, like you'll literally hit them with it and they'll just fly backwards, bro. And it's like, damn. The rifles in this game though, on the other hand, fucking peak. The rifles are so good in this game, bro. I would say the semi-auto is low-key probably the best one. It's either that or the bolt action, but that's the nice thing. So in this game, you can use either that or the pistol has one bullet. I use the pistol of one bullet for most of my playthrough on Sandy, and it put in some work. I can't even lie. It wasn't great against bosses, but against like lickers, that thing whooped their asses. So that's like really cool, and it's good for ammo conversion, or just conserving. Gosh, I can't speak English, but yeah. I don't know. I think the rifles in this game absolutely slap. I think those are like probably the best class of weapons. I think the pistols in this game are kind of ass. I think the only one I really enjoyed using was the alligator snapper. I hate using the suppressed one, to be honest. I don't know. I just hate the sound of it. I feel like I'm shooting a Nerf gun at the fucking zombies, and I didn't like that gun that much. What was the other pistol Leon had? Oh yeah, it was Matilda. Yeah, but you literally only get 3 pistol options, and that's going to use most of the game. And for Leon, only one of them is fun to use. The suppressed one is the best choice overall, to be honest. But I just hate fucking using that thing. That shit is ass, bro. I don't like that gun. That gun's so... Ugh, I just don't like it. I didn't like thinking about it, man. But yeah, I would say that's kind of my overall thoughts on the guns. And now to the last part before I get my final rating and I'm done lecturing y'all to death. I would say that the story in this game is super, super, super good. One of the best in the series. And I'm being dead ass when I say that. I would say that this is the thing that's low-key better than Resident Evil 4. And that's a hot take, maybe. I don't know. But I think it's better than Resident Evil 4 story-wise. I think this is one of the best stories in the series. In fact, I may have to give it the best story. I don't know. I just really enjoyed the beats of the story. And I think Grace had the best story beats, and so did Leon. I think both of their stories are actually just really good. I skipped Grace's a lot in my Insanity playthrough because I wasn't trying to spend 20 hours watching cutscenes again. Because I just watched them all, you know what I mean? I just wanted to watch Leon's because it's Leon, and we all fuck with Leon heavily. But, yeah, I would say the story for Grace's especially was really good. I think Grace's really... it showed just how strong the enemies were, for example. Like, especially that big... I don't know her name. It's like a golem or whatever. The chick with the chains is a really strong chick and a boss. Yeah, that... It kind of showed you how powerless you were against her. Because if you didn't use the light, you know, like, you're screwed. And, like, even, like, in that initial cutscene where she like, grabs Grace and tosses her like a ragdoll, like, that just shows you how scary and, like, real these enemies are. And, that's a really cool thing. And, I would say as well, just, like, her with Gideon, especially in the hospital, she was, like, bolting from that man. She did not want the smoke. But her gameplay really revolves around that too, just sneaking and being smart with your resources and really just being a sleuth, bro. That's how you play Grace, and that's some fun gameplay right there. That's some really good gameplay. It makes it really tense. And it reflects that in her cutscenes. And when you have gameplay that's reflected in the cutscenes, that's cool stuff. Because that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, some games, you know, you'll be, like, hiding the entire game, then you get in a cutscene, all of a sudden your character turns into John Wick. And you're like, why can't I do that in a real game? Because you can't. But in this game, it's, like, reflected, you know? Like, Grace isn't, like, Leon, you know? Leon's like... That's the thing I love about this story, though. Loki, actually, that just reminded me of the perfect point. So Leon and Grace, they're both similar, but polar opposites in this game, you know what I mean? Leon is this dude who's just a straight-up badass and just fucks up everything in this game. Grace, on the other hand, is more stealthy. And she tries to really pick her battles, and... she's fucking scared for her life. Leon doesn't give a fuck, on the other hand, because he's Leon. He just doesn't fucking care. But yeah, I would say that That is some really good shit right there. And that's how you make two really compelling characters with two different sets of gameplay, and you mix it well into the story. Because in Leon's cutscenes, like, even he doesn't give a fuck. Like, I remember one of my favorite ones. It's the one where Gideon's like interrogating him, and he literally just escapes it, kicks him, and just throws hands with him, just straight up. That and with Wesker, this dude's at death's door, and he just pulls up and just throws hands with him. He doesn't give a fuck. And that's the thing. Leon's like the polar opposite of Grace. Everything Leon comes across just gets cooked. He doesn't care. He doesn't use stealth really. Like, there's light stealth with Leon, but let me be real with you. You're gonna use stealth occasionally. Most of the time, you're throwing straight up hands with Leon, and that's how it should be. And the story reflects that, man. And that's a really good story, because when you have the story reflecting the gameplay, that's a really good meld. And in some of these games, you know, like it just doesn't do that. Like in what's the one specifically I'm thinking of? It's mainly I'm pretty sure it's Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil 7. Might actually be Resident Evil 8. Yeah, in Resident Evil 8, like, you spend this one section, like, hiding the entire time. Ethan gets into a cutscene, and he just destroys everything. And, like, all of a sudden, he's like John Wick. And it's like, okay. I get that, like, he's, like, the mold or whatever, and he's, like, pretty much, like, immortal. But, yeah, that is a thing. But I don't know. I just really like how the gameplay is reflected in the cutscenes and the story itself. And I think the story itself is really compelling. The actual narrative arrives along. I think Gideon and Grace's like tension throughout it is really interesting. And I think just trying to figure out why Grace is so important is a really cool story thread, because it slowly like unravels it. You know what I mean? And it has a lot of good callbacks too, of course. You have Alyssa Ashcroft, which is from Resident Evil. I think she might have been in the mobile game. I forget exactly what Alyssa Ashcroft is from. I'm pretty sure she was in the mobile game or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure I played the one with her in it. I don't remember her. But yeah, that was really cool. And I would say too that the villains were really cool. The only problem with the story, though, and this is the only glaring flaw with this fucking story, and it's Zeno. Why is he here? Why do we never fight him? That's my question, because I think me and 90% of the universe would agree that we all should have gotten to fight Zeno, because Zeno is Wesker, and if you don't know, Wesker is kind of like the main antagonist, and this is kind of like, I guess, a clone of him. I don't even know. We just call him Timu Wesker, but yeah, he's like a clone of him or something. I don't know what he is, but it's never explained, and I guess maybe they'll explain that in the DLC or something what he is. But yeah, like, he just sits there, and his whole purpose in the story is to give exposition to Grace and to shit on Leon in cutscenes, but you don't get to actually fight him outside of that. Like, it would have been so cool, bro. I thought genuinely how the final boss, like, I think if you wanted to make this game pretty much perfect all the way around, this would have increased the game like tenfold. You know what I mean? I think it would have been insane. You know what I mean? If what happens is at the end of the game, story wise, what happens is you release Elpis, right? You release Elpis, and the other ending where Leon gets murked, which, fuck you, Ryan, for that. In that ending, it stays the same. In the Destroy Elpis ending, it stays pretty much the same. That one's good. But for the other ending for release Elpis, how I think it should have went is that when he pulls out the thing, like, maybe you should have injected Leon with it or something first, but he didn't know it would cure him or something like that. You know what I mean? Or Leon gets cured somehow, but he doesn't cure himself. And Leon fights Wesker while Grace fights, what's his face? Dr. Gideon. I think that would have been so fucking cool. and it would have been just the perfect way to end the game, because you get 2 super cool boss fights, one with each character. You know what I mean? That would have been awesome. Like one where you're fighting as Grace, and you're stealthily going around trying to take out Gideon in his human form. He doesn't turn in that nemesis or whatever. Maybe you use like injectors or something like that, or maybe you get Leon's Requiem back and you fight him that way. That would have been so cool. And maybe like you transition between both the fights like simultaneously. Maybe you do like one phase of Wesker as Leon first, and when he's going into the second phase, then you switch over to Grace. Then you fight Gideon as Grace. That would have been so cool, bro. And like that would have really been a great final boss, because I think Gideon is more of a better fight for Grace, while Wesker would have been a better one for Leon. I get that Wesker would probably be a bit too OP, and it wouldn't make much sense for Leon to actually beat him. But I don't know. That would have been really cool to see. Maybe there was like some kind of weakness Leon could exploit, or like something around the arena you could exploit the fuck with Wesker. Maybe it's because he's wearing sunglasses indoors. He could do what he did them. RE5, turn off the lights, hit him from stealth or something. I don't know. I thought that would have been a lot cooler though, and it would have utilized both the villains, because that's what I thought would happen initially, bro. Like, and that would have made the story like ending so much cooler too. Granted, the ending's already really good, but like I don't know. I think they should have done that for the final boss. I think that was a missed opportunity, because you could have really like concluded both their gameplay. Like you could have concluded it perfectly. Like you have Grace's resources, because at the end of the game, I have a shit ton of stuff I still haven't used. And I'm not saying that because I'm like a god at the game and I know how to save every single thing at Grace's, but it would have been cool if you would have gotten to just utilize it all, you know, and like really cap out the gameplay. I just really liked the idea of that, I guess. But yeah, that's like my only complaint story-wise. I would say Zeno or whatever, he just doesn't really do anything. He's just there and just gives exposition and bodies Leon in cutscenes. And I think if you wanted to incorporate him into the gameplay, that would have been how you do it. Like you would have Leon fighting Zeno, then you have Grace fighting Gideon, because it makes more sense, because they have personal ties to each other. Except I guess Zeno doesn't have as much one Leon, but it would have made more sense. You know what I mean? Because yeah, I don't know. I just think that would have been better, low key, because Gideon is more or less going after Grace most of the game, especially in the hospital. So I don't know. I would have just preferred that. But yeah, I would say that's kind of my only complaint with the story. But otherwise, I do kind of wish there was like mercenaries. I'm sure we'll get that soon. There's gonna be more content, so I'm not really gonna say that's a complaint or anything like that, because the story in and out of itself right now is perfect. And I think we should kind of just play that as it is, you know, and play it as many times as you want. I save certain sections, so if I do get bored one day, maybe I could just go back and play some of the sections. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed this game. Yeah. Because is there anything else I'm missing? I think I covered all the boxes. I think I sat here for like 40 minutes just lecturing about this game. I think I just gave a full review at the end of this video. But I think that definitely concludes it for the main story of this game. I think I hit all the boxes, because I covered like all the gameplay, the parrying. And by the way, the parrying again, I'm going to emphasize it. That shit is so cool, bro. You feel like an absolute badass when you pull off those perfect parries. My gosh, man, that is awesome. It adds such a layered gameplay. And that's the thing about Leon's too. Okay, this is the last part, I'm done. But Leon's gameplay has like layers, you know. There's so much to master. But with Grace, you kind of stealth around, and obviously there's mastering there too, but Leon's, like, combat-wise, there's so much to master. And that's what makes it really cool, man. Because, like, let's say you're a perfect parry god, that's, like, such a layer of gameplay, you know what I mean? And that's one that's, like, acquired, that's skill acquired. So that's really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think that overall, looking at this game, I would say the story is really good. The gameplay is really good on both sides of the coin. I think Grace, low-key, like, I don't know which one I like better. I'm kind of more, like, compelled to say I like Grace's better, low-key. Because Grace's sections are just so good. They're so well designed. But I love Leon's sections, too. Like, Raccoon City was incredible, bro. That shit was so good. It's just in the hospital was his weak section, for sure. Because you have the very beginning part with Leon where you're fighting in the streets, and after you fight at the beginning hospital section, which is pretty cool, but you only get like 2 combat arenas of it. Then you get a little bit more, but I don't know. That's not a complaint again, though. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed. I kind of like both of them equally in their own way. So I don't think I like more than the other, or I guess I like one more than the other. But yeah, I think it's really well how they welded both the gameplays together, and that's another selling point to this game. This is the like actual first Resident Evil game, and I'm being so serious when I say this. This is the first Resident Evil game that actually mixed 2 types of gameplay well together. Resident Evil 6 tried, or 4 different types in that game, but that game fucking blew. That game sucks. Not terribly. It's pretty fun with friends, but if you're playing it by yourself, it's a miserable experience. And RE5 tried co-op, and yeah, playing that on solo is a miserable experience. Because it's hard to have it both ways. This game kind of succeeded in that aspect of gameplay. So overall, this game gets a solid 9 out of 10. Initially, I gave it a 7 or 8 out of 10. But after playing it on Sandy, I would say it's a 9 out of 10. And that's high praise coming from me, boys. But yeah, overall, that's Resident Evil Requiem. So I would say if you are a fan of survival horror, or you're just looking for something new to play that just came out recently, or you want a new game in general, and you want a good old AAA game, I would 100% recommend this game for you. Again, it isn't going to be, I guess, for everyone, because a lot of people aren't into the looting aspect or RPG element to it, I guess. But it's really, really, really worth it. I really enjoyed it. I think this game was awesome, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing if they release a Mercenaries, maybe, and I'm excited to see what DLC they release. We're definitely going to be streaming that whenever it comes out. But yeah, overall, that's Resident Evil Requiem. So to you boys who were here throughout this journey, thank you all for continuing with me. And if you sat through this lecture, thank you. But yeah, that's like kind of my overall thoughts. I kind of want to give like an overall synopsis of what I felt about this game and why it fucking rocks. But yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. My only gripes were really just the stuns, Xeno, the guns kind of being a little bit lacking. Not everyone's going to agree with that, but in my opinion, I think they were lacking. I think the guns could have just been better, and they could have interacted more. Yeah, that's the problem I had. The guns just didn't interact enough with the enemies. Because you just shoot them, then they die. In Resident Evil 4, again, that's literally what it's like. You had a lot more interaction from every one of the guns, and that's what made it so fun. And you have like alternate firing modes on the crossbow, for example, and stuff. And every gun had like its own unique interaction with enemies, and that was so cool, man. I don't know. I love that aspect of RE4, and that was a huge part of the gameplay. Just like how the guns interacted and how you used them. So yeah, that was great, but again, like, this game, I get what they were going for. It just isn't my cup of tea there, and that's why I have to give it a 9 out of 10. Because that is a huge, huge part of the gameplay, boys. I would say this game would be near perfect. I would give it like a 9.5 if it didn't fuck up that aspect. But in my opinion, it did. But otherwise, this game's a 9 out of 10 easily. This game's fucking incredible. And I think the visuals, just everything about it was really good. But yeah, I could talk about this game all day. But I think that kind of concludes it. But yeah, that's it, boys. So again, thank you all for sticking around who was here throughout this journey. Next game we're going to be doing is Bully, according to the poll we did. Let me just check to make sure it's still on top. I think it should be. Let me see. So yeah, it appears Bully will be the next game we are playing. So yeah, that'll be the next one we'll be streaming, and that'll be a lot of fun. We'll probably stream that tomorrow night. But again, thank you, boys. Hope y'all have a great night and great rest of your day, and stick around.